Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final game of day one of Dreamhack Summer 2011.
Emphasis on the final game.
Oh, that break was better than the first time I saw The Matrix. That was incredible.
Oh, it feels so good, right? That's exactly what I had before.
Oh my gosh. I feel great. The only thing we have left to do is to bring Diapollo into the game.
Yeah, give us an invite and let's get on with this. The map is going to be Tal'Darim Altar.
And thank God I went before this game. Because Tal'Darim Altar is the largest map in the map pool, and if we started and they started to macro, so all right. It looks like both players are ready. I'm giving the good luck, the have fun, the good game. Tarson is ready, Moon is ready, and we are starting.
Yeah.
The final game between Tarson and Moon begins right now. I'm so happy right now, Diapollo. Every single game we've gotten the delight of seeing today has been absolute tip-top notch. Tarson vs. Moon, the final series, absolutely delivers. In the top right from TeamMillennium.org is Tarson. And in the top left from Team We Made Fox, Diapollo's favorite player to be biased for, Moon! Oh man,
Come on, 9 pool one time. One time, 9 pool.
6 pool versus 14 Command Center, one time. No, you're not supposed to say that, Diapollo.
All right, professional. We're ruining esports, let's go. Okay, all right, so we do have the Overlord, no 9 pool, no 10 pool. And let's see what Tarson does this map. You can go ahead and get a barracks out straight away. And maybe go for an early command center, maybe not, but we'll have to see what Tarson decides to do in this game. Moon will most likely hatch first, followed by a 16 spawning pool. Doesn't really need to go any earlier than that. Might even be greedy enough to go up to 17 spawning pool. Has been done before, and is very capable of doing so. So we'll have to see how this game goes on.
Looks like Moon is continuing to build drones, sending out those scouting overlords. You know, I don't like this first scout overlord direction. Against a Protoss, you can spot the front and then retreat back behind this crevasse. But with this overlord scouting, you can actually sneak up from behind and go directly to the crevasse. So it seems like this place would be better overall. But versus Terran, he'll spot your overlord with a Marine and kill it, Diapollo.
Kill it!
He will use his gun and shoot that overlord down.
It must be such a painful way to die as an overlord. Just
Yeah.
think about it. You're floating around, there's bullet holes every side, and you crash down.
Overlords can take hundreds of bullets before finally plummeting to the earth. And will he block it? Will he block it? Not. Yes. Not. No. No. There he is throwing down the supply depot. Orbital command coming up once again. Moon Scouts, a fast gas opening. A lot of possible openings that Tarson could deviate from given what Moon has seen.
Well, he's seen Banshees pretty much every game so far. If my short memory is failing me, I hope so. He went Banshees both games, so that's going to get flamed. But yeah, we'll have to see what he does here. Will he be going for that factory? Yes, he is putting down that factory now. Just over 100. Is the drone going to get scout? Does get the information.
And
Drone
you
will
thought
not surrender.
Never. Oh.
What a bloody murder that was.
Do see Moon cunningly going for 2 queens immediately upon getting his expansion. Has a couple of idle larvae though. Is saving up to get that ultra fast zergling speed, but at the cost of a little bit of macro. Not sure it was worth it. In the meantime, we see Tarson is going to be going double Hellion play. Could potentially do a lot more damage than before, given this nice structure where he can easily pick drones away from afar.
And he definitely will be throwing down a command center quite shortly, probably after these 2 Hellions have been made from this reactor. A bit of pressure going to come out from Tarson. And 1 second Hellion, please. Second Hellion, maybe, one time. There we go, second Hellion should come now. Okay, there goes the command center with the second Hellion finally been added on. And it looks like Moon is going to be scratching the front of this supply depot. And we'll get that information. Oh, Marines are going to maybe stop. No, he does get the information that the factory has got the reactor on. And does go ahead and put down that spine coil on his natural.
We see the Zergling doing some nice little juking techniques, But keep in mind, it is hard to dodge someone with a gun. Just gets cornered and taken down. Spinecrawler going up, and oh, a lot of speed Zerglings getting made. Will not be going for the additional queen too early on.
I mean, if he doesn't make these now, these 4 Hellions can basically just go and run around and kill a bunch of drones. So these are going to be used in a very defensive manner. Just as speed finishes as well, and he might be able to surprise Tarson here because you don't really see too many Zerg players getting a bunch of links. He's actually going in now.
Oh no, Tarson, he's going to lose focus again. Oh, barely. Sneaks away in time, manages to save one of those Hellions, but we do see now Tarson going for one of my absolute favorite transitions out of double Hellion. Ultra fast stim. Probably going to add on the tech lab to begin getting a bunch of tanks early on as well, and doing a very quick push.
And Overlord does come in, sees pretty much everything. The only thing it doesn't see is the command center, but can surely guess that has been the follow-up to this build. Reactor being added onto the factory, surprisingly.
It's an interesting play right there. We see the Zerglings will get cornered by these Hellions. A couple get taken out immediately. But with that speed upgrade, Moon's going to be able to retreat effectively, and Tarson just doing a good job of trying to pin those Zerglings in.
And here he does. He will be able to pick off the 4 remaining Zerglings. They try to run away, but Hellions are going to be able to take half of them down. And in the main base now, another round of drones. We're at 44 drones now, 47. Lair just begins now. And 1 drone is moving out, possibly to go ahead and build an Evo Chamber just on the edge here to complete the wall off with the Spinecrawler. And Hellions haven't been able to do anything in this game. Just kill a few links, but not really doing any economic damage to Moon so far.
Really fast command center getting to the natural expansion for Tarson. He's had a lot of trouble moving those out early, often opting for that very fast third, but not this game. We see Tarson eagerly getting those 3 barracks up and running with reactors. This factory has built 2 total reactors this game, giving them to both of those barracks. We see the stim is nearing completion. Will Tarson begin getting medevacs? He could go for an ultra-quick drop, and oh man, how underprepared Moon would be for that.
Definitely, and he actually adds in a Viking first. We've seen that being used throughout the tournament so far, so we can deny any scouting overlords in location, especially because on this map, in between the natural and the third, there is that upper ground level where overlords can park and get good information, so that Viking will be able to push any overlords away, but there are none, unfortunately, for Tarson, but still will be able to scan across the main and natural of Moon to be able to see what exactly he's doing. And quite a third. Well, not even a third going up yet, but it's kind of late that he hasn't gone and done that yet. He should be doing that quite shortly as the drone now comes out, and hopefully he'll be going to build that third base now.
Tarson now moving out with his SCV, gonna hit that first Zelnaga watchtower. And it's going to continue to advance. Moon actually sort of over-preparing, thinking a big tank push is coming. Looks like this Viking is going to be able to take out a couple of overlords, supply blocking Moon in the red.
Indeed, and the Viking will be able to go into the base on an attack move position. He's not going to go into the main, just going to scout around, see if there's any more overlords that he can pick off. The Spire about halfway complete now. Bailing speed also halfway complete. Nice circling in the possible third base location for Tarson here. Is going to be able to see if he does go for a third base, but no third command center this game, unlike the previous games of Tarson, where he likes to get that, you know, the defensive orbital command inside his main, opting not to do that, and it looks like he could be going for some kind of timing attack with siege, possibly below the natural of Moon. Is a great location to get up Marines, siege tanks, possibly a bunker or 2.
Tarson getting an unusual amount of Marines for his traditional style. Tarson is very much so a tank-heavy player, and oh no, this might be the medevac anti-timing. He's going to get there right when the Mutalisks finish instead of before. Tarson even getting spotted. I mean, this could be a terrible blunder for Tarson.
And he's dropped out of the medevac. Will he go back in, though, and continue his pursuit to the base? Yes, he does. Lowers back up, and the medevac is on its way to the main base. And Moon is moving in to intercept already with the Mutalisks. And we'll be able to get a medevac full of Marines here. Surely, actually, he might skate around in the wrong direction. He might miss it completely. And he does. He misses it completely. And Tarson's going to be able to get in the base at least 2 overlords from this drop.
There the drop goes down. 2 overlords immediately sprint back, but with all these Zerglings coming in, Tarson is going to be in terrible shape. He's going to have to unload quick. The Mutalisks are swinging in, but they're going single file. This is not elementary school. You need to bunch up an attack.
And a drop in the bottom as well on this 4th base of Moon. He might be able to snipe the hatchery. There's no units around for a long time if he stims. And he's going for it.
Wow, Tarson has great repositioning control. Now going for this back door. It will get taken out relatively easily, but he has managed to successfully take out the 4th base.
Very nice drop there by Tarson, especially because the Mutalisks are on this map as well, and very easily could have been denied, but this map is so large you cannot defend in 2 locations at once. Very easily one hotkey group of Mutalisks, though these Marines have served their purpose and will now be able to leave the game.
And again, another 10 food disappears for Tarson. We've seen so often these Mutalisks have not been able to attack Terran once this game. Even though it is a food loss, it is a positional win.
Indeed, and now he is going to go ahead and take this 3rd base location with an orbital command. +1 just finished for his buyout. Plus armor has just been researched, and it looks like a nice counterattack is going to be launched on this 3rd base. Could possibly kill all these Marines if he gets in good position. +2 melee attack, not too far away, but 2 siege tanks do get in there just in time.
Oh man, Moon taking some heavy losses. And very soon Tarson's going to realize something's a little fishy with his command center. It refuses to land. So there will be a scan thrown down.
He doesn't have enough energy yet, which is kind of cute. 46 energy, 47, 48, and should be scanning that very shortly now, so we can go ahead and get that down.
Meantime, we do see Mutalisks trying to pick off these turrets at the back. It will be successful. The Marines arrive in time. The scan has gone down. The expansion has gone up. And Moon going base crazy on this map. We do see the +1 for Mutalisks. See the Baneling upgrade is already done. These hatches are 2 hatches out in the main. +1 armor going up as well, and these Zerglings already at +2 attack. That was so fast. The Banelings are going to be ridiculously strong.
And it's all going to come down to how Tarson gets in position with siege tanks. How does he control his Marines? But for now, he has to be concerned about these Mutalisks, which are going to come into the natural, kill this turret. Probably the refiner, actually the 4 Marines in danger as well. Does leave not too much damage taken, but enough to warrant this harassment. And Tarson's really slowed down and putting pressure on Moon. Moon is slowly pushing away with the supply count, 174, and the drone count, by the way, is 76 versus 62 right now.
Tarson, ooh, with a great snipe, getting 4 Mutalisks.
That was pretty sick, actually. Awesome control there by Tarson, stimming and maximizing his damage from those Marines. And once again, Moon opting for so many Banelings and Lings in the middle of this map. Has control of the 2 important Xel'Naga tiles facing Tarson, and will know when he pushes out. Is going to send a Ling and realize that all Tarson's tanks are still located on that 3rd base position.
Yeah, Tarson is in a weird spot. I mean, this top base, very important for you to take, but you have to have this watchtower controlled for this to be a safe base. So Tarson needs to make a push fairly soon to be able to take it out.
And it looks like Moon is going to launch a huge attack on this 3rd base. I don't think this is really wise. He definitely shouldn't be doing this against so many tanks.
Oh, no.
He decides that it's the best option to kind of run away. It's definitely the better option here. I mean, there's no reason for him not to do that. He should be racing towards the Hive, should be racing towards Broodlords, getting to that key combination of Infestors, Broodlords, and Banelings, Mutalisks, and so on. But he's going to harass a bunch with these tanks. Might be able to snipe one. Great stim there by Tarson. Sees that coming a mile away.
Tarson just in a great position, but will Moon make that key blunder and try to advance him for a win? He could go for some Burrow Banelings, but we've seen Tarson be very, very responsible about putting those scans down in good locations. In the unit station, we see it's 56 Lings, 17 Mutalisks, and 61 Banelings. Will Moon invest in all Banelings with those Zerglings? Whether that's good or not, it would definitely be kick-ass.
And we do have the Panathan glands being researched for the Infestors, +2 Flyers attack. Also, 11 more Banelings being researched. And as soon as Tarson pushes out now, this could be huge. No siege!
And there it is. Oh, getting some good hits on those Banelings. The one mistake we've seen Tarson consistently make is having too many tanks unsieged. He moves forward far too quickly, and this might be his undoing. Oh my God. Corporal tank 9 kills.
And 2-2 Marines about to be finished with their upgrades are going to be able to do a lot of damage. And once again, Infestor's not really out. And another timing before the Hive and the Tech 3 structures and basically units can be used efficiently. Moon, look at that scan. That's incredible scan by Tarson there. Sees exactly where Moon is with all his units. He's going to go ahead and directly engage here. And he needs to get some siege tanks moved up here.
We do see the tanks heading up to that center ground plateau. Banelings and Mutalisks and Zerglings all swinging around to the right side, but very few options for the Zerg at this point. Tarson is just going to move forward with his only mech units and going to have all his Marines at the backside versus a giant Baneling force. Oh!
Big hits!
He's going to have to do some great siege mode shots, and that is what he needed very badly. Really cutting down on those Baneling numbers, and Moon now in a total retreat.
Indeed, and he's going to do a bit of harassment here to this Natural, going in with a bunch of Banelings. Might even be able to snipe the Orbital Command if he decides to. What is he going to do with these Banelings? Even going to the main, taking down supply depots, barracks, pushing down out all of these Marines as well. A lot of damage here, and not only is it damage, there's a lot of time being brought here.
Oh!
Huge hit. Huge hit, and this has brought him so much time to get up to the greatest spire. Corruptors are now going to be morphing into Broodlords, and now Tarson's going to have to fight against Broodlord Infestors with hardly any Vikings. Look at the unit counting stations, 0 right now, only 2 in the making, and in comes Tarson for a really final push most likely.
I mean, the only thing that will keep Moon alive is these Broodlords. He has the resources to do it, but keep in mind, Tarson is not a slow, careful Terran player. He is an extremely aggressive Terran player. He knows that Baneling count is low. That is a big fungal growth, but he has a lot of medevacs and a lot of Marines starting to sprint forward. We see a couple of Broodlords getting made right now. Moon is maxed. Tarson needs to advance hyper-aggressively. Spine crawlers up on the high ground. Oh, a huge fungal growth. Oh, no. Tarson having a total collapse.
And it looks like Moon now has these Broodlords morphed and will be putting them down here to kill out this force. A bunch of Zerglings will go as well. 2-1 Zerglings should be able to clean this up, and in goes Moon to wipe out Tarson from this series.
Oh, Moon is just overrunning Tarson, has been able to withstand all game long. Tarson, who's been putting up an amazing showing, really has few options left. His SCV count is low, his mineral count is low. Vikings now trying to pop out, but can he kill off this huge number of Broodlords? 7 out right now, and 113 Zerglings as well.
There is a drop in the main, doing a lot of damage to Moon, and that's kind of bringing Tarson a little bit back into it, but the economy of Moon is just so superior to Tarson's, and now these Broodlords are going in. There are enough Vikings to just go ahead and shift-click and kill all of these Broodlords. A crucial mistake here, no Infestors or Mutalisks around, and that is not smart by Moon.
Oh my gosh, if Tarson manages to pull a comeback, Moon will be kicking himself all the way back to Korea, but it looks like Tarson, still doing a lot of damage with these drops, has cleaned up all the Broodlords.
Wow, Tarson, very nice play, but is losing a lot of SCVs. Down to 30 SCVs versus 71. This drop still going on. 3-2 Marines doing so much damage versus only 2-2 Lings. And that extra upgrade on the attack of these Marines doing a lot of damage. And still 170 supply versus 111 of Tarson.
Oh no, sacrificial overlords moving to the right. Where are the Vikings? Looks like a couple Marines on the south side. Very curious where all those Vikings flew off to. But either way, there are not enough Banelings at the front. There the Banelings are getting caught up a little bit. Can Tarson hold this final push from Moon?
I don't know. The Lings take out the tanks. He's going to march straight in for the Marines. 2 tanks in great location, though.
Oh!
But a big hit on the Marines. It looks like that is going to be the last leg of Tarson. 73 food now. Even though he does have a drop in the bottom right-hand location. But a stream of Zerglings and Mutalisks are going to come into the main and natural now of Tarson.
Tarson trying to keep hope alive with this small band of Marines. At the bottom left, he does have the right expansion, but has hardly anything mining at it. In these small numbers, the Marines and tanks are so efficient. All the Vikings look like they are starting to do a bunch of damage to the Overlord count, but I guess the only thing Moon can hope to do is just pick off all these expansions. It doesn't look like Moon has them very well defended.
I know, and 3-3 Marines are on surge now to the left-hand side. And are going to be able to go in there and do a lot of damage here. And now Tarson finally clears out his main base, but there is such a large stream of units still coming in. 1 food versus 60 of Tarson. Last stretch.
Oh, the Vikings are going to come in, going to help a lot against those Mutalisks.
And Tarson defends again. Insane.
I mean, Tarson really showcasing some remarkable defense. And if he can do the damage with these Marines...
I know this is actually... I think Moon just kind of stopped playing. He just, you know, left his hatcheries die and just wanted a waypoint into Tarson to try to get him out of the game. Yet Tarson is still in stims once again and can maybe kill off this hatchery here.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Moon's going to lose this key hatch. There's drones there behind. Waste the money on the transfuse. A couple of Mutalisks and Zerglings trying to go down. Tarson retreats. The Broodlings don't do too much damage. He will end up losing these Marines to a misclick move command. But Tarson may very well have the beginnings of a comeback.
This is crazy. It's like 2 base versus 1 now. 2 for Moon, 1 for Tarson. Only 4 SCVs on it though. But I think Moon still has enough units to look at the unit tab now. 11 Mutas, 11 Balings, 51 Lings versus Tarson's 32 Marines. 3 Marines though. And 2 siege tanks. So it's going to be really depending. Does Moon go in and sacrifice units again into siege tank line? We'll have to see how he does. He is going to go and swing around to this location up here. How much damage will he be able to do?
Looks like he's going to roll in again. We've seen Moon do some huge misclicks with Banelings on buildings, pulling back there. Not going to make that same mistake again. We see Tarson moving up with his small number of Marines. Moon pulls back.
Moon pulls back, and he has actually droned up quite a lot since the last few seconds, and he's back up to 64 drones. Had a bit of a better economy going again, and can kind of reinforce a lot more with these units. 153 food versus 84 for Tarson. Tarson's force very small yet very powerful with 3 Marines, and more Banelings are being morphed in though, but only 2 siege tanks, and I don't really see well, 1 more siege tank is in production, so 3 in total, but it looks like Moon is going in for another killer push.
Uh-oh, tanks are sieged Moon. I don't think this is a good idea. The Banelings! Oh, don't do nearly as much damage as I thought they would. There's a bunch of Marines up at north.
Tarson defends again.
Tarson remarkably not dead.
Oh, this is insane, and Tarson's going for another drop in the south, as you can see. And we'll be able to harass these locations and possibly continue with this comeback. The supply count 65 versus 137. 1 Broodlord is in the making now, which will help out a bunch.
Oh, this SCV, does he see it? He does know about this expansion at the right. Could be huge, but the drop, Moon actually missed it.
Oh no, he's going to lose so many drones here. And this is actually kind of bad for Moon. These 3 Moons are going to be able to come in, and basically how many do we have? Oh my god, we have like 20 plus, 24-ish drones down there. Infested Terrans are going to do a little bit of damage here, but this is the big point down in this bottom left-hand side.
Oh my gosh, if Tarson wins this game, this will be the blunder of the century from Moon, who's been essentially suiciding units non-stop. Tarson refusing to give up at half his opponent's food. Still managing to keep that alive. The expansion does go down. A handful of Mutalisks popping up now. Tarson going to try to unload as quickly as he can. If he can do any amount of removal on those Mutalisks, it would be a great win.
And I mean, he still has 3 orbital commands, which can churn out a bunch of mules onto this expansion. And slowly he's getting a decent SCV count up again. 21 now versus 57 of Moon. But Moon really can't close this game out. This harassment by Tarson keeping him in the game, and slowly Tarson crawling back into this. And 150 food now versus 92. Moon looks like he is going to throw everything at this planetary fortress. The 1 mining base left of Tarson.
This is going to be a tough defense. Does he have enough Banelings to one-shot? It looks like. I don't know what my math is doing. I cannot calculate if that's enough Banelings, Apollo.
Don't think it is. But combined with the Mulas and Lings, should be able to do a lot of damage here. And a lot of fun growth possible too. And in comes all this. The Tarson's final expansion is going to go down. The last mining base. Now Tarson has no money. And the only way he's going to mine now is if he lifts up an orbital command and goes down there, and it will be so weak because it's not a planetary. 100 lings in total now, and 8 infestors should be able to clean up Tarson here. And now another swing counterattack into this orbital command, and this one's going to go down as well. It now hits red health immediately, and slowly Tarson falling apart.
I mean, a very ugly game by Moon, but you know what? A win is a win. Moving in for a killer blow, but there's a lot of tanks still up on the field, and Moon, with big disorganization banelings rolling in, get obliterated. Tarson may still hold this push again.
It's crazy. Nice fungal growth, though, but all these lings are going down so fast versus 3 Marines, and guess what? Tarson holds, and the Broodlord does go down. Infestors are being pushed out. A bunch more lings are streaming in, but we do have a mining base once again from Tarson in that right-hand side location. And another drop.
And now Tarson is going to have to defend his main with both of these Marines. Trying to stem the pick off these Zerglings, but it might be too many. No! He is going to micro a little more.
He's going to hold these 2 Marines to hold his entire army. And the drop goes down, and we'll be able to take out this expansion in the bottom right again. More lings streaming in. But this surely has to be the end of Tarson here. He cannot do anything. Does not have the resources. Down to 22 food, 124 Moon, and it looks like Moon will be advancing 2-1 in this best of 3 series.
The phrase of this series is Tarson holds.
Tarson holds.
My gosh, he held down like in that second Lord of the Rings movie, Diapollo.
And the entire army of Tarson is, not the army, sorry, the entire base of Tarson is going to go down now. The one hope for Tarson is these Marines and this one medevac getting shot down by infested Terrans. Drones going for it, taking down these Marines, but shields and guns beat drones, but lings coming in. Tarson microing for his tournament game here, but gets us around.
Oh!
And finally GG's, and wow, Moon, 2-1.
And finally, Tarson didn't hold. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just concluded perhaps one of the most epic days of StarCraft 2 casting ever.
It's 20 past midnight.
And we are 1/3 of the way done. Day 2 starts in 10 hours. Can't wait for breakfast tomorrow.
Yes, breakfast, coffee, and we're going to be back here again at 10 a.m. Swedish time.
That is right. For any of you who missed any of those matches, check out the archives at day9tv.blip.tv or go to my brand new website, www.day9.tv. It will link you to the archives in a nice searchable format. Whatever you do, make sure you set your alarms, because Diapollo and I will be back so soon.
Too soon.
Any concluding words, Sean?
I mean, this has been a marathon day, and I've had a lot of fun here with you. It's been great casting all these games, even though it has drained us quite badly. We're going to get some sleep and bring you more action tomorrow. It's going to have a lot of fun and some awesome games tomorrow. Going to be seeing the second half of the group stages, and I'm pretty excited for that, even though pretty tired now, but looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, whatever you do go away, but just for a little bit. We're going to be taking a break. We'll be back at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'm Day 9.
And I'm Diapollo.
Thanks for tuning in to Day 1. Dreamhack Summer 2011. See you for Day 2.